So you keep watching YouTube videos to try to figure out how to get your teacher pay teacher store up and running as successfully and quickly as possible. And you keep hearing people talk about your teacher, your customer, your ideal customer avatar, and you're like, am I just going to be selling to one person? That can't be right. Well, obviously it isn't. So in this video, we're going to look at what is an ideal customer, what are the benefits of having one, and do I really need one to get started? Hello everyone, my name is Sherry from Rolling Acres Education. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is not your first time. And an ideal customer is just someone you create that you are going to sell resources to. It's an imaginary person that helps you focus on the type of resources you're going to sell. And of course, there's going to be more than one. There will probably be thousands of teachers who are similar to the teacher you have created, and hopefully those teachers will come in and buy your resources. And if you do an online course, which I did, that's one of the very first things they're going to ask you to do is to create this teacher avatar. And most of them are pretty specific. They want you to give them a name and where they teach and what subjects they teach and what kind of things they like to do, what are their pain points, what is life like at home. And it's just really specific, and some people don't have any trouble doing that. They can jump right in and do it. Not me. I really struggled with it. But like I said, I took an online course. It was one of the first things we were supposed to do. I like to complete things. So I just filled myself. Every answer, I just put whatever was true of myself or myself while I was teaching and moved on. So let me say that saying to not stress over something is not the same thing as saying that it's not important or something you shouldn't do. It just may be something you need to step back and take a break from at the moment. So why should you have an ideal customer? What are the benefits? Well, to me, there's two big ones. And number one is it does help you stay focused. It gives you a very specific type of resource you're going to create. It's going to tell you whether it's going to be digital resources or pencil and paper, laminated, not laminated, or is it going to be cutting out? Is there going to be, how much prep is going to go into it? Of course, grade levels and all that kind of stuff too, but just like even the really specific details, it can help you know exactly what kind of resource you are going to create. Now, the second one, and this one to me is even more important, is it helps you have customers come back to your store for repeat buys. It is much easier to have a satisfied customer come back and purchase another product than to try to continually bring new people in. And of course, you want to do both, but if you can keep those customers coming back for more, why, that's even easier. And so, did you hear that? I just cha-chinged. Oh, I just sold a product. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, okay, so that'll happen to you someday. Anyway, so that is another reason, because like if you just have fourth grade math, sixth grade language arts, maybe a classroom management here, and just all kinds of things all over the place, and somebody comes in and they buy your fourth grade math resource and they're like, wow, that's pretty cool, and they go back and there's no more, then they probably aren't going to come back again. But if they come into your store and like mine, if they come in and buy an 8th grade science subplan and they really like it and they see I have others, they might come back again and again to keep purchasing those products. So having an ideal customer helps you stay focused, and it also helps you get repeat customers. Now, can you do without one? Okay, I just sold a product. I have sold lots of products, and I still don't really have an ideal customer. But what I have, and what I think is very similar, and what I think you can definitely not only get started with, but probably just, I think it'll see you through, is an ideal problem. What problem do you want to solve for teachers? And just think of it this way. Somebody said, all right, I want you to write down, if you could solve any problem for teachers, something realistically that you can do, that you could realistically accomplish, what would it be? Mine was relieve sub-stress. I mean, I want teachers to be able to take a day off without being stressed. And right now I'm creating products for that, but I hope to eventually create just a whole system that teachers can use to prepare themselves, their subs, and their students for days that they need to take off, and that they can take off at almost a moment's notice without a lot of hassle. That's mine. What is yours? Okay? You may be able to just go through with that. That will definitely get you started, and you may be able to just do your whole store with that, or you may be eventually able to create an ideal customer from that. Now, I have been on several TPT Facebook groups, some general ones, some from groups, subscriptions I was in, or courses I've taken, and I hear teachers that have been in it for a while, oh, I'm thinking of changing my niche. So it's okay. And another thing, think of this. There's two big types of YouTube videos for Teachers Pay Teachers. One is income reports, and the other is things I wish I'd done when I started, or mistakes I made, or things I wish I'd known. In other words, they goofed at the beginning and they wish they'd done it differently. And the other one, you have these income reports from people who've been in a while, and they're making really good money, and they're the same people. So what that shows me is these people who made mistakes in the beginning and wish they'd done things differently are still making good money. And so, of course, you want to listen to them and you want to have the best start possible, but guess what? You're going to make mistakes. You're probably going to do it better than they did because they're helping you, but you're still going to make mistakes, okay? You're still not going to do things perfectly, and that's okay. You can go back and change things. But I do think you should start with something specific, either a specific teacher you want to create for or a specific problem you want to solve. And as you go through, like for instance, I said I started out with subplans, and then I thought I'd try seasonal resource, and my seasonal resources can be used as subplans, but I was like, wow, I love making these seasonal resources. And so for the first year, that's mainly what I've made are seasonal resources. But next year, I can get back to making subplans. So it's okay. It'll all work out. Remember, just because I said don't stress doesn't mean it's not important, but I stress, don't stress. Don't keep not being able to nail down this perfect ideal customer avatar. Don't let that keep you from starting your business and getting it going. So just remember, you've got this, God's got you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.